Hi you guys! We're gonna continue to talk about how to make more cool beats. I don't know why every time I say let's go make beats, I always feel kinda funny about it because I don't think about it in terms of let's go make beats because it's very hip-hop driven obviously, and I don't necessarily make hip-hop, nothing wrong with it. I grew up listening to it. I even went to hip-hop school, so don't be confused that I don't like hip-hop, all right? It's just, I like to call it like a rhythmic element or make drum programming. But it really doesn't matter, it's just a name. So let's jump right in. Problem, your programmed drum beats just don't have the right feel. When you play them in by hand, they sound sloppy, but when you program them with the mouse or quantize it, it just sounds too perfect. The book actually provides 6 solutions, and we're gonna go over them one by one. Oh no, my battery is dying. Wow, really? Okay, here we go again. We have power. Solution number 1. Apply quantization in small amounts. 50% will move the notes only half of the distance between their original position and the nearest correct note position. Pretty simple. So instead of just doing 100% all the way fold on, just do half. Then it's not super on grid, however it will still has that human feel to it. Number 2, apply quantization to only certain instruments. For example, quantize only the hi-hats and leave the kick and snare alone. Don't touch them. Or you can even combine solution number 2 with solution number 1, which will give you even more varieties. Solution number 3, find your natural tempo. Record at a slow tempo and then increase the tempo during playback. So this is what I believe. It might not be true, but at least it's true for myself. I will sometimes just load up a drum rack. Either it's the drum racks that's already in Ableton, or the ones that I pile them together, like a sample pack kind of thing. I will not turn on the metronome. How can I say this word? Metronome. I won't turn it on. I would just play the sound and see where the sound will take me. And through the playing, you will kind of feel a sense of rhythm, almost kind of like already built into each different sound. They already know how to talk to each other. It might not work all the time, obviously, but it works quite a lot of time, and I highly invite you to just try it out and see how you feel about that method as well. Like sometimes you just don't know. Try a different method, might spark and other creative ideas you might not have if merely just follow the metronome. Damn, didn't know that word is so difficult to say. Anywho, I used that method and I put up a track called Please Die. I made it when I was still in Vegas. I stayed in Vegas for 5 months. Don't ask me why. It's just the worst decision ever. Like, Vegas is here, I'm like here. Just completely two different thing. It just... Moving on. Solution number 4. Humanize or randomize. In addition to adjust how much you quantize, get some musical results by applying humanization. For example, you can do velocity randomization or even timing. So not each kick or hi-hats are the same velocity. Should I explain more? No, that should be simple enough, right? Number 5, adjust velocity instead of or in addition to timing. Perfect quantized 16th hi-hat pattern. For example, your first and third 16th notes, make them heavier or louder or more accent, depends on how you describe things, than the second and the fourth. That's how the drummers would normally play it. Not saying you have to follow a real drummer. You know me, I'm not about to mimic I'm not about the mimic thing type of creator. I'm more about do your own thing, experiment. But that's what the book suggests. And this method, however, it makes a lot of sense. So I would totally say do that, because you accent the first downbeat and the third one. It makes sense. Number 6, manually shift specific elements. Okay, so if you really want to be extremely particular about your drum pattern, you just have to go in there and adjust each element individually and treat each element individually. Then again, it's very time consuming. Then again, it's not about rushing, isn't it? But sometimes it is. So, depends on your situation. This way, you're gonna spend a lot of time. I used to do that a lot, but I couldn't do it anymore because I found other things that requires more of my attention. For example, it's mixing right now. It's just driving me banana, but I gotta do it because it's really rare to find other people to see my vision, and mixing is clearly an art. It can make or break a produced track. So keep calm and carry on. So there are a couple manually shift specific elements you can try out. The first one is lay back feel, kind of like behind the beats approach. A lot of the, I believe it's funk. Yeah, funk music use a lot of that. So you can listen to some funk music and see how they do the drum part. Conversely, placing them early can make it sound nervous or driving force type 5. Subtle shift are only available if they occur in relation to other elements that have not been moved. So everything is relative, right? If you want something to have a more laid back or rushed vibe, everything else should be more on grid or should be more normal. No, don't say normal. What's that supposed to mean? Just more on grid. Once you have the foundation solid, then a lot of the other things you can go crazy about it, and just like don't even stop there, right? Go wild on your hi-hat. Just add a hi-hat 8th note delay or 16th note delay, but gotta do it really carefully. Ping pong it. You know, there are so many things you can do. Make sure don't muddy up your mix. Yeah, I've heard some people say that dirty mix sounds good. Okay, I gotta be careful of what I'm about to say the following, because I really don't want to offend people, but I do want to give you my honest opinion in the most productive way ever, because this is what our group is all about. Be productive and constructive. So first off, I just want to say people like what they like. No comment to it. It's cool they have something to like in this world. You know, like, it's beautiful. It's just like, think about it. If you have a bunch of beautiful sound or a bunch of non-beautiful sound, because I can already hear someone would say like, but I like unbeautiful. Unbeautiful? Non-beautiful sound. There's a way to make it grungy, to make it industrial, but not muddy. Like, there's a fine line. And I feel like, and I've met those people, they're kind of confused about those two. I'm all about the industrial, grungy, underground. Like, you guys already know. So I am that type of musician, I feel like. I am making other type of music now because I am interested in different type of technique or skills, or to me it's all music. Sometimes I'll have different mood. Sometimes I'll like to listen to this type of vibe. I don't even... My camera just left me. Whoa. Okay, so you guys, the sun just have a really interesting reflection right now from the building to my place, so I'm sorry if there's any glare. Just we're almost done. So point is, don't half-ass your mix. Be good at it. It will really set you apart from other what you say. Anyways, this subject is about how to make beats, so I'm not going to comment anymore. I'm sure you guys already know what I wanted to say. I am the supporter of genuine, skillful musicians who are open-minded, but there's a fine line between just messy and grungy. I really think so. What do you guys think? I think I didn't say anything offensive. I mean, I hope I didn't. And every time I feel like I want to make a point, I always try my best to make it as clear as possible. I think it's really good that you guys are familiar with my music, so you know I'm not like, you know, sitting on some high horses and just like be super academic and criticize other people, because I'm not like that. I can't deal with those people. I feel like they're just so not relatable. Yeah. Anywho, so that's it, you guys. It's very simple. All these methods are useful. So I hope you have some notes written down about it, because I definitely learn a lot, even though a lot of them I already know, but it's always good to refresh your memory. I am very bubbly today. Until then, I will see you next week. Bye!